Wind energy is an indirect form of solar energy since the differences of temperatures and pressures in the atmosphere induced by the absorption of the solar radiation cause the wind's motion. Until the 19th century, wind power has been used to provide mechanical work. The earliest use of wind energy is sailing ships. The other main use of this energy was the windmill, used by the miller to transform cereals into flour or extract the olive oil. In the middle of the 20th century, wind power was used only for boating and for pumping, agriculture, polders. Subsequently, for several decades, wind energy was used to produce the electricity in remote areas and therefore not connected to the grid power. Since the 90s, the technological improvement of wind turbines helped build wind turbine generator of more than 5 megawatt, and the construction of a 10 megawatt turbines is underway. These turbines can now produce alternating current connected to electric networks, just like a nuclear reactor or a coal-fired plant. However, the produced power, the cost of production, and the impact on the environment are much better than other energy resources. The wind turbines are generally equipped with these blades, made with composite materials, fiberglass, carbon. Fixed in the hub, together they constitute the rotor. Powered by the wind, the rotor stimulates an electrical generator installed in the nacelle by means of a gearbox. This latter allows to raise the rotational speed of the rotor from 10 to 20 turns per minute, depending on diameter, until reaching the operating speed of the generator, generally 1500 turns per minute. A transformer placed in the bottom of the tower raises the voltage of electricity produced. Electricity is then sent to the substation, then diffused on the electrical public grid to reach at the end final users. Today, and within the collective awareness about the climate change and the exhaustion of fossil energy resources, the efforts are increasingly leading to the development of renewable energies. This type of energy has almost no gas emissions. Today, the wind energy is one of the most mature renewable energies for electricity generation. It has experienced a considerable development in the world, leading to annual growth of the installed capacity. In addition, the installed wind farms continued to grow by moderate increase of 12.5% in 2010 against 18.8% in 2012. At the end of 2013, cumulative wind power capacity installed in the world has exceeded the threshold of 300 gigawatts, which means 5 years after exceeding that of 100 gigawatts.
Je vous rappelle que le paysage énergétique en Tunisie se caractérise par un ensemble de défis, des défis à relever. Quels sont ces défis? L'aggravation du déficit énergétique, la détérioration de la balance commerciale liée à l'augmentation des importations énergétiques et aussi la dépendance énergétique vis-à-vis des énergies fossiles.
Since the 90s, Tunisia has been interested in the development of the wind energy through the realization of pilot projects using small capacity wind turbines to serve dispersed rural households. Then came the utilization of high-capacity wind turbines through the first 10-megawatt wind farm installed in 2000. The positive impact of this project encouraged the Tunisian company of electricity and gas, TEG, to extend its wind farm, which reached a total capacity of 55 megawatt in 2009. The produced power is around 150 gigawatt-hour per year. After Sidi Daoud's wind farm proved its efficiency, the second wind farm has been installed in Bizerte. This wind farm counts 143 wind turbine generators of 1,320 kilowatts each, thus totalating a 190 megawatt installed capacity distributed over two sites located at Mitlin and Kshapta with a capacity of approximately 97 megawatt and 93 megawatt respectively. The produced electric power is around 600 gigawatt-hour per year. Moreover, the total power produced by the wind energy firms in Tunisia is around 750 gigawatt-hour per annum, which permits Tunisia to save every year 153,000 tons of fuel.
Le recours aux énergies renouvelables représente une solution incontournable. Le recours aux énergies renouvelables devrait permettre de diversifier le mix énergétique et surtout améliorer notre indépendance énergétique. Et quand on parle d'indépendance énergétique, c'est surtout pour le secteur électrique qui dépend entièrement de l'utilisation du gaz naturel.
In April 2009, the National Agency for Energy Conservation, ANME, has completed the setting up of the country's wind atlas. This atlas is used primarily to identify sites with good wind conditions for wind farms installation, which allows to further reduce the delays in establishing wind farms and to reduce the risk of inappropriate choices of sites for measurement campaign launching. Tunisia's wind map shows the existence of several sites that are suitable for the installation of wind farms.
From a UNDP perspective, certainly there are development benefits for the regional countries themselves from wind energy. And they, in a Tunisian context, for example, they would include reduction of energy imports and also reduction of the energy subsidy bill for the national government, which accounts for something like 40% of government expenditure.
The development of the wind energy may have significant economic impacts in terms of job creation, the integration and growth of industrial added value. This way, the Tunisian strategy expects to increase the share of renewable energies, excluding hydro, in the electricity production from 2% in 2010 to 30% excluding hydro in 2030, compared to a business-as-usual scenario of 5% of renewable energies. Such a share will be distributed between wind energy, photovoltaic solar energy, and concentrated solar power.
What UNDP is doing in the region is working with governments to align the global imperative to promote wind energy for reducing global greenhouse gas emissions with national development strategies and priorities. We recognise that wind energy has high potential in some countries, and for technical or political or strategic or economic reasons, less potential in other countries. So we would always align our project development and our programming with government support and government strategy.
Environmentally speaking, the large-scale use of wind energy is an interesting way of contributing to the protection of the global environment through the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. This will allow Tunisia to mobilize the existing funding opportunities provided under the international agreements on climate change.
Nous, par exemple, dans la banque, on met l'accent sur le financement propre, investissement propre. On a aussi un fonds ici qui s'appelle SIFA, c'est Sustainable Energy Fund for Africa. C'est dédié pour le développement des énergies renouvelables et aussi pour faciliter le financement de ces projets.
Premièrement, je pense qu'il est primordial pour la Tunisie de diversifier son mix énergétique. Deuxièmement, je pense les conditions climatiques. En Tunisie, ils sont très très favorables pour les deux, pour les photovoltaïques et aussi pour l'éolien. Il y a beaucoup de vent sur des sites en Tunisie où on pourrait installer des parcs éoliens. Et troisièmement, le prix pour l'éolien, c'est, je pense, le plus avantageux des énergies renouvelables et aussi comparé avec le gaz. On vient de préparer et presque commencer une ligne de crédit, mais c'est une ligne de crédit qui ne se focalise pas vraiment sur un secteur spécial, mais ce sera une ligne de crédit pour les petites et moyennes entreprises qui sera bien sûr aussi ouverte pour les investisseurs dans l'énergie éolienne, énergie renouvelable. À un point peut-être un peu plus tard, on pourrait s'imaginer de lancer une ligne de crédit vert comme celle par exemple au Maroc.
In terms of installed capacity, the Tunisian solar plant expects to reach by 2030 3,725 megawatts of renewable energies capacity, of which 1,700 megawatts are coming from wind power, compared to an overall electric capacity of approximately 10,900 megawatts. A new renewable energies law was proposed to the concerned entities. Its objective is the implementation of a regulatory framework permitting the production of electricity from renewable energy sources by the private sector, either for the purpose of own consumption or responding to needs of local consumption or intended for export. The new law was adopted by the National Constituent Assembly during a plenary session on September 18, 2014.
لازمنا إطار تشريعي مناسب اللي يخول لنا باش ندخلوا أكثر القطاع الخاص لإنتاج الكهرباء من الطاقات المجددة، وتقريبا هذا هو الهدف من المشروع. لكن المشروع ما وقفش عند إنتاج الكهرباء من القطاع الخاص اللي نذكر راهو تخص قدرات قصوى فقط، بل تعداه كذلك إلى مزيد إدماج المؤسسات العمومية باش تعمل مجهود في الإنتاج الذاتي للكهرباء وسط الطاقات المتجددة.
Thus, Tunisia's future wind farm will be divided up as follows: auto producers, STEG, private developers.
L'expérience du groupe en Tunisie a commencé en 1998 pour plusieurs raisons. La première raison, c'est que nous sommes dans une zone qui est très vantée entre l'Italie, où le groupe s'est installé en 1995, et la Tunisie. Il y a des flux éoliens très importants qui présentent des indications de développement d'énergie renouvelable intéressants sur le plan et économique et stratégique.
يمكن للخواص أن يساهموا بصفة فعالة في إنتاج الطاقة بواسطة الرياح، وذلك في نطاق الاستهلاك الذاتي، ويمكن لهم أيضا بيع ما ينتجوه أكثر من استهلاكهم الذاتي إلى حدود قصوى 30% إلى الشركة التونسية للكهرباء والغاز.
The large potential of wind energy available in Tunisia favored an acceleration of the installation of STEG wind farms. This context was advantageous for the signing of a project agreement financed by the Global Environment Facility on the private sector-led development of on-grid wind power in Tunisia between the National Agency for Energy Conservation, ANME, representing the Tunisian government, and the United Nations Development Programme in May 2009.
يهدف هذا المشروع أساساً إلى رفع الصعوبات التي تعوق تطوير طاقة الرياح بتونس من خلال أول حاجتين. الحاجة الأولى هي اقتراح مشروع قانون يخص إنتاج الكهرباء بواسطة طاقة الرياح والطاقات المجددة بصفة عامة. والعنصر الثاني للمشروع هو بالأساس تكوين القدرات الوطنية في مجال استغلال هذه الطاقة المتجددة في تونس.
Il y a eu comme assistance technique donc à notre partenaire, l'Agence nationale pour la maîtrise de l'énergie, il y a eu des études de faisabilité pour des sites hautement venteux et potentiellement donc éligibles pour des projets éoliens. Donc ceci pour faciliter un peu l'installation donc de tout développeur privé qui souhaite investir donc pour développer l'électricité éolienne.
The Tunisian strategy for energy production from renewable sources will open up prospects to developers to locate their wind farms in Tunisia, which can boost the manufacturing industry in Tunisia with the establishment of companies manufacturing wind turbines components.
Il y a eu également une étude qui est assez intéressante, qui démontre aussi les retombées positives de développement du tissu industriel, le secteur de l'éolien, et qui peut donner quelques idées qui pourraient bien sûr être développées un peu plus après dans le cadre d'autres peut-être interventions de nos partenaires, l'Agence nationale de la maîtrise de l'énergie, ou aussi de nos interventions en tant qu'appui à d'autres initiatives.
Wind energy will therefore allow the existing businesses to consolidate or develop new markets.
راكمنا خبرة في المجال هذا لأنه ثم مواصفات دقيقة يلزم احترامها، واستطعنا أنه نضمن منتوج مطابق للمواصفات العالمية. ثم أهم مشروع اشتغلنا عليه هو وقت اللي وقع إنشاء الموقع متاع العالية في بنزرت. هذاك اشتغلنا عليه يعني ما يقارب 73 هوائية ثم 52 هوائية في سنة 2008 و2009.
Tunisia has also opted for the development of scientific research in the renewable energies fields by the creation of the Energy Research and Technology Center, which is responsible for the elaboration, implementation, and coordination of the research development and technological innovation programs in sectors related to energy in general. The wind energy has a crucial importance for the energy transition, which potentials envisaged very ambitious objectives. Today, we can assert that it is one of the most mature and most competitive renewable energies. Its cost represents only a small part of the contribution to public electricity service. In view of such ambitious strategy with the setting up of the new regulatory framework for power generation from renewable energies, in addition to the considerable wind energy potential available in Tunisia, the wind energy field will have an increasing development in the upcoming years. This will lead to the diversification of energy balance and contribute in a more green economic growth in Tunisia, given that renewable energy is an attractive sector for private investors. Therefore, only public-private partnership and the involvement of the civil society and local authorities can support the development of the wind energy in Tunisia.